Welcome to Ask Prep, your trusted companion for UPSC and IAS preparation. Today, we focus on an essential and transformative topic in ethics and society named secularism in India. Secularism, a cornerstone of India's constitution, ensures equal treatment of all religions and the separation of religion from the state. This principle reflects India's commitment to democracy, social harmony, and inclusivity in a nation known for its religious and cultural diversity. For UPSC aspirants, understanding secularism is vital as it intersects with themes like constitutional values, governance, social justice, and communal harmony. Unlike the Western model of secularism, which advocates strict separation of church and state, India practices a unique form of secularism. Here, the state remains neutral towards all religions, upholds citizens' right to religious freedom, and intervenes where necessary to ensure equality and prevent discrimination. Despite being a constitutional mandate, secularism in India faces challenges from identity politics, communal tensions, and misinterpretations of the principle itself. These issues necessitate a comprehensive understanding of secularism's historical evolution, its significance, and measures to strengthen it in contemporary India. Through this session, we will explore the constitutional provisions, historical context, challenges, and way forward for secularism in India. So, without further delay, let's get started. Introduction. Secularism in India is a fundamental principle enshrined in the Constitution, ensuring the separation of religion from the state. It is a core value that promotes the idea of equal treatment and protection for all religious communities, without the state showing preference for any one religion. India, with its rich and diverse religious landscape, practices secularism to maintain social harmony, democracy, and unity in a society deeply rooted in cultural and religious pluralism. Secularism in India is essential for maintaining the integrity of a diverse society, where various religious groups, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and others, coexist. The Indian state's role is to remain neutral towards religion while ensuring the protection of individuals' freedom to practice and propagate their beliefs. India's approach to secularism is not simply about non-interference in religious matters but is also about promoting tolerance, equal opportunities, and safeguarding the rights of all citizens, irrespective of their religious affiliation. Despite being one of the most diverse countries in the world, India's commitment to secularism has been crucial in preserving its unity and democratic values. Importance in India. Secularism is particularly important in India because of the country's religious diversity. It is the framework that ensures harmony between various religious communities, preventing any one religion from gaining dominance or being marginalized. Constitutional provisions on secularism. Article 25 to 28, Freedom of religion. These articles guarantee the freedom to practice, propagate, and profess any religion. However, this freedom is not absolute and is subject to public order, morality, and health. Article 25 provides individuals the right to freely practice religion. Article 26 ensures the right to manage religious affairs. Article 27 prevents the government from imposing taxes for the promotion or maintenance of any religion. Article 28 prevents religious instruction in government-funded educational institutions. Article 15, non-discrimination, prohibits discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, ensuring that all individuals have equal access to public services. Article 46, promotion of the welfare of weaker sections, focuses on protecting and promoting the welfare of marginalized communities, especially scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other weaker sections, from exploitation, which includes religious exploitation. Directive principles of state policy. While not enforceable, the DPSP directs the state to promote social justice and equality for all, including ensuring the protection of religious minorities. Historical background of secularism in India. Pre-independence, during British rule, India witnessed religious divisions, with policies favoring specific communities, especially through divide and rule. The British colonial period created an environment of religious discord and tension. Post-independence, India's founding leaders, notably Jawaharlal Nehru, recognized the need for a secular framework to preserve the unity and integrity of the nation. The Indian constitution adopted secularism as a cornerstone, ensuring that the Indian state would be neutral in religious matters while safeguarding the rights of individuals to practice and propagate their religions freely. Secularism in the Constitution. The Constitution of India, adopted in 1950, does not explicitly use the term secular, but it contains several provisions that promote secularism. It establishes a democratic, multi-religious society by safeguarding the rights of all religious groups through legal guarantees of religious freedom. Secularism and its impact on society. Unity in diversity. Secularism has been a fundamental factor in promoting India's unity in its diversity. The country's multiple religious communities, including Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and others, coexist peacefully in a framework where no one religion is given preference. Religious freedom. Citizens are free to follow any religion of their choice, and the state does not intervene in their personal beliefs or practices. Religious festivals and events are celebrated across the country, irrespective of the community. Promotion of tolerance. The secular structure encourages religious tolerance, where communities, despite their differences, work together and respect each other's beliefs. The state plays a key role in mediating religious conflicts and promoting dialogue between different faiths. Challenges to secularism in India. Communalism. A significant challenge to secularism in India is communalism, which involves the exploitation of religious identities for political gain. Communal violence, often triggered by political parties or extremist groups, threatens the fabric of secularism by creating deep divides between religious communities. Religious political movements. Political parties have at times aligned themselves with particular religious ideologies, notably the rise of Hindu nationalism, BJP and RSS. These movements challenge the core of secularism by advocating for policies that promote one religion, Hinduism, over others, undermining religious neutrality. Religious fundamentalism. Both Hindu and Muslim fundamentalist movements have gained prominence in recent years, promoting religious exclusivism and undermining secular values. Religious extremism disrupts societal harmony and poses a threat to peaceful coexistence. Cultural nationalism versus secularism. The tension between secularism and cultural nationalism, particularly Hindu cultural nationalism, has been rising. Some argue that India's secularism is incompatible with its Hindu cultural identity, leading to clashes over public policy, education, and religious symbols. Role of the state in secularism. Non-interference. The state must remain neutral in religious matters, neither promoting nor hindering the practice of any religion. The state's role is to ensure religious freedom and protect individuals from religious persecution. State support for minority rights. The state has an obligation to ensure that minority religions are protected from discrimination and have equal access to resources. Policies such as reservation in education and employment, particularly for Muslims and Dalits, are intended to mitigate social and economic disparities. Secular education system. The state has established an education system that is free from religious influence. This helps foster secular values among future generations. However, there have been debates about the inclusion of religious content in school curricula. Secularism versus religion-based politics, politicization of religion. In recent years, political parties have sought to align themselves with particular religious groups. This has led to the emergence of religious vote banks, which has further fragmented society along religious lines. Challenges to religious harmony. Issues such as the Ram Mandir dispute, Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir, and cow protection laws have created societal rifts, with one religious group feeling alienated or persecuted. Such actions undermine the principle of secularism. Rise of Hindu nationalism. The rise of Hindu nationalism has been perceived as a challenge to the secular ideals laid out in the Constitution. Parties like the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, have been accused of promoting Hindu-centric policies that neglect the secular nature of the Indian state. Secularism in the modern era. Judicial role. The Indian judiciary plays a crucial role in upholding secularism by interpreting the Constitution and ensuring that laws do not favor any religion. Key court rulings, such as those related to religious conversion, temple donations, and the right to religious practice, are essential in safeguarding secularism. Secularism and globalization. With globalization, India's religious dynamics are also being influenced by global religious trends. The secular state must ensure that foreign religious ideologies do not undermine national cohesion or promote exclusivist religious practices. Religious freedom versus public policy. Secularism in the modern context is also challenged by debates over issues like religious attire, example hijabs in schools, and the practice of religious rituals in public spaces, which raises questions about the boundaries of religious freedom and the role of the state in ensuring equality. Conclusion: secularism is integral to India's democracy, serving as a foundation for equality, justice, and inclusivity in a multireligious society. It ensures that every individual, regardless of their faith, enjoys equal rights and freedoms under the Constitution. However, the delicate balance between safeguarding religious freedom and preventing the politicization of religion continues to pose challenges. In a diverse and pluralistic nation like India, upholding secularism is crucial for maintaining social harmony, fostering mutual respect among communities, and strengthening the unity of the nation. It is only through a collective commitment to secular values that India can truly embody its vision of unity in diversity and ensure peace and progress for all. At Ask Prep, we aim to bring such insights to help you prepare better for your UPSC and IAS examinations. Thank you. This is Ask Prep, Ask Us Anything, your guide to mastering UPSC and IAS preparation. Let's decode complex topics and simplify your journey to success.